I wish
Like CSI.
my girl would come to me crazy talking about some whose hair is this? Probably yours. Like,
Well,
and then
Kelly,
the thing about it is, girls said like other speak. Like, I found hair in the fridge one time. Confused as I was, like, what is this in the fridge for? So
Yeah, but I think that so it's like if I have blonde hair on the bed, my hair is not blonde. So that's what we're talking about. Like
but what I'm
it's
saying,
like
what I'm
hair.
saying is, regardless, you guys like hair sheds. So, like Trigger Mike is saying, there's so many circumstances. Why is it that I'm unfaithful? Why can't
Right.
it? You
No,
just
of
crazy.
course.
You're
That's
crazy.
assuming. That's assuming.
You're married. You go on a trip, girls trip to visit your family. When you come home, you find a hair in your bed, just one hair, and it belongs to someone of a different race. How do you respond?
Being a married person, I'm gonna tell you, there are a lot of things we play around with a lot, but you gotta be careful how you assume things. I've actually found hairs. I used to be a assistant professor, so all my students were women. I found hairs all over my jackets, my lab coats, all that stuff before. So, if I'm gonna put out an accusation like that, it can't just be baseless, right? Can't just be a hair. I'm a like, what's the smell in the pillows? Like, you see what I'm saying? It can't just be a hair. You got to be careful. You can't just throw out accusations like that when you're married. You'll break a lot of, especially to a woman. She can get very emotional. If she didn't do anything, it's really going to be bad. So I would probably investigate further. I'm that type of person anyway, where I'm like, what the hell's going on here? But no, because I know I don't want to start nothing by just losing my stuff and giving out a baseless accusation. I'm gonna start the investigation very slow.
Okay. That's a very mature response, Sugar Mike.
No, but I completely agree. I would do the same. Trust is really big in a relationship. You can't, that's the core of a relationship, and especially marriage. So I would do a little, if you have a hunch, you should always follow it. You shouldn't be naive and just let things go. But, just, ask, just ask. And sorry, I have my little ones. So, just do small investigation or something, in the back, not bring it up to your spouse, even. So I would just do something small and just let it go.
Okay. Would anybody else respond differently, or does anyone else have a different take?
Yeah, why would I don't know.
I
That
would think that
seems
there
like,
was kids.
that seems
I
like
would
a
think there was kids.
Hollywood woman response. Like, it's a hair. Like, come on now. What are we
Send it to the lab, get the DNA from it, like all of that. I'm just kidding.
DNA.
I wish
Like CSI.
my girl would come to me crazy talking about some whose hair is this? Probably yours. Like,
Well,
and then
Kelly,
the thing about it is, girls said like other speak. Like, I found hair in the fridge one time. Confused as I was, like, what is this in the fridge for? So
Yeah, but I think that so it's like if I have blonde hair on the bed, my hair is not blonde. So that's what we're talking about. Like
but what I'm
it's
saying,
like
what I'm
hair.
saying is, regardless, you guys like hair sheds. So, like Trigger Mike is saying, there's so many circumstances. Why is it that I'm unfaithful? Why can't
Right.
it? You
No,
just
of
crazy.
course.
You're
That's
crazy.
assuming. That's assuming.
Okay,
And
wait,
Kelly, I
wait.
want to answer
I
too.
don't think-
I
Go
want to
ahead,
answer
go
the
ahead, go
question. So I don't know if in my case, if you're asking for everyone's cases, I would think that that there was children in the bed. Like, we allow the kids to run through the house. I wouldn't automatically assume that, my husband would disrespect our home in that way. I would believe that most wives would have a husband that's respectful enough to keep the trash outside. If you're going to play with trash, you keep it outside of the house. I don't think that most husbands would be that dirty, that trashy, that doggish to bring, in the home where you lay down with your wife. And if you're that dirty, then the wife is already suspecting of you in the first place, most likely, because women aren't that dumb. We do suspect things because men aren't sneaky. So
They're not
that
that
would be, they're not good. No.
Okay. Sayeda, did you respond? I didn't know if you got a chance to answer the question.
I just wanted to say that I don't think like once you're married, do you actually just blow out like that and just like you're gonna uh kind of put your marriage in jeopardy just because you found something instead of women usually don't just, and that's the reason why you don't let yourself drive through your emotions. Like what we do usually is we keep it to ourselves and we start investigating. That's the normal behavior of a woman. Let's stop the crap. We usually we will wait for the right moment. We will see every single behavior. That's what we do. We start noticing things. That's the reality. That's how it is. And that's what we start investigating. We start seeing the likes, is this person that give this like has the same type of color hair? That's what we will do. That's honest. Hey, I'm being real, right? So
yeah, until we learn to be better, right?
of course, that doesn't
Put
mean
the hair in a baggie and be like, wait a minute, this is the same color.
Exactly. That's how we do it. So you don't just blow it out like that. You just don't say. You wait patiently. You wait because at the end of the day, we want to be right. We want to be right. We want to feel like, okay, I'm not crazy. I wasn't tripping. He was doing something dirty. That's how it is.
Interested in what the chat has to say about that too. So same thing for the guys though. You go on a trip and you come back, and let's say there is a white man's strand of blonde hair in the bed.
That wouldn't match, Kelly. I would say maybe there's a sock that isn't his, because men don't carry
Sounds like
their alone. So let's say
I was about to say, like,
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
really
I
well.
was gonna say, we got cleaning ladies. We got all.
if
types
we
of stuff
see
going on.
underwear that don't belong to us, it's like, hold on, who's laundry? Who laundry you washing? What's
So here's
going
the
on
crazy
here?
part about it. But like I said, you have to be very careful dishing out these accusations. There
She got
were
a
some
brother?
sweatpants in the laundry. I love doing my own laundry. I've loved it since I was in the military. I like how warm it is, and it's something that
Beta.
helps me think. And I do it while watching whatever new series I like is out.
Amir
Right?
not slick.
Yeah, so I go
You heard
and
that?
wash laundry.
Of course, I heard that.
There was some male sweatpants, Under Armour. They're still there in the laundry ones, and that was my moment to be like, damn sure not mine. But I had been gone all weekend and all that stuff, and I was just like, okay, I'm folding these, but where the hell do I put them? And then I just went like, whose sweatpants are these? Just naturally, I said it. Her sister came over to help her with the kids while I was gone. Her sister has a boyfriend whom I know, and he wears Under Armour everything. He's prior military, right? And I'm looking like, oh, that's why it has the little Armed Forces badge in it. Simple explanation. But if I'd have did it in a you see what I'm saying? She'd have been like, whoa, what's going on? Perfectly logical explanation. And then I thought to myself, oh, duh, she was over here all weekend helping you while I was gone. So that's why I said you got to pump the brakes, because you should have seen how I was looking at those sweatpants. Them things was wide as hell. Like,
These are not yours, honey.
Yeah, my first instinct is not to distrust. Maybe because I'm not out here being toxic and nothing toxic doesn't happen to me. Like, I ain't been cheated on. I don't cheat. So my expectation is like, okay, there's got to be a reason. Who's all there? All right. Like, and if you think you can just cheat and get away with it, if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. To me, I can't bother my head over something like that. I'm not going to be like a woman. Like what she described, Sierra, she Inspector Gadget. I don't got time. I got to make money. We got to pay bills. There's other things going on in life. I can't be sitting here trying to figure out what's going on with you. Just don't cheat.
yeah, I was gonna say that's how women use their intuition, man. So they call it female intuition. They just nosy. That's why they'll.
But hold on, did you see?
Okay, so
No, Mike, you missed the part where she said, "I want to be right." I'm like, wait a minute,
Wait.
what?
Let her explain.
I have a question for you guys. So if someone lies, and I have noticed this on these panels, if a woman says something that you don't like, you call it cap and you think that she's lying. If a woman says something like what I said, which is normally a normal behavior of a woman, whether you like it or not, is a normal behavior, you don't like it. And you're automatically saying,
do you know what the difference is between us?
Hold on. I'm not done yet. So what I'm saying is that that's a normal behavior of an immature person. That's at some point I have done it too. I've done it in the past. But you get to a point that if the person is going to cheat, is going to cheat regardless. That doesn't say much. It's not a good person. Whoever does it for whatever reason, that's on them. And you get to learn that. So I'm like, we get the question, like, what we'll do if my partner is cheating, if I think that he's cheating. So we have to swallow the pill, and like, if he cheats, he's a man. But what will you do? Trigger Mike said, okay, logically, but because you found something that gave you an idea that belonged to someone. But what if it wasn't? You immediately say you go straight to the cameras. So that's why I say, if I can play that card safe, why I cannot do the same? So it's just because I'm a woman, I don't have the right to do those things, but you can, and feel, insecure in a way, because that's what it creates. It creates insecurity. That's all I'm saying.
Saira with the smoke tonight. So you the one we got to come for? Got it.
You know, with the smoke, with the smoke, that wasn't smoke at all. I think there was a misunderstanding because nobody demeaned a woman for anything. All I said was, I'm not going to be like a woman. I just made a very different comparison. I'm not going to do the things that you described. That sounds
and
stressful.
that's fair
Right.
because we are women and you guys are men. You are different.
Right.
Men check phones, men cheat, men they do things. So just like,
So wait, hold on. It's
I'm not
almost like
I'm not saying you or anybody here. I'm saying that there's men out there that do that. Like, in fact, actually, I've been in a situation that I say, good night, I love you. He left. And then the next morning, his mom calling me, like, is everything okay? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm still not getting it. What's going on? And then he's like, and then her silence tells me, like, he didn't go to sleep to the house. And she's like, no, he's not here. So the first thing that came to my head is not cheating. It's like something happened to him, because he never done that. He's never done something like that irresponsibly, not telling anyone where he was. So we started calling him. And then I'm thinking, I hope that he stayed with his friends. Still, I'm not thinking that he's cheating, because I never thought, I was not feeling insecure at all. So I wasn't feeling that way. I wasn't thinking that. When I call him and then he picked up and he said, no, I've been here the entire time. That's what got him, the lie, because his mother already told me that he wasn't home. So he could have said, I stay with my friends until today, we'll probably be together, because I wouldn't know that he went and cheated. But he lied and he said, no, I've been here the entire time. BS. So you see?
Damn. One lie. Broke it all up.
You guys are very mature. I have to give everybody their
Sugar bite, I swear.
Because
again, I think it's like I said, I'm not toxic and I haven't been in any toxic situations, right? I think if you ask the panel how many of y'all been cheated on, that'll probably better explain what and why. But me, like, I'm out here being fresh, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody cheating on me, I'm not cheating on nobody.
But it does happen, which is why that is the topic of the evening. I'll tell you what I would do if I found a hair. I would probably take a wet wipe and wipe every single piece of the house to see if I can find multiple hairs. Like, one, okay, I'm not sure. And if I find two or three, oh, that's it. Because she dropped them, okay? It wasn't just, this single hair fell off my jacket onto the bed. If I find one or two.
So, I mean,
evidence.
I'm guessing finding hairs in the house, especially in the bed, constitutes something happened in the house, correct?
Right. I mean, if it's
so, to me, I'm
similar.
really just floored at the fact that somebody could be that messy, especially a man. Like, you want to be that messy to just carry on in your house.
Didn't the guy do it? Who's the popular?
Where your wife and your children sleep. That, I've heard, we've all definitely heard stories, but that has to be extremely rare. Like,
who's
literally.
the popular guy, the one that just broke up with his wife, the one you guys say panders to women.
Derek Jackson?
Didn't he do it? Didn't they find, like, she took pictures in their house when she was out of town, when the wife was out of town?
I don't know.
Well, that's expected from him. I mean, that's different, right?
The super saver simp? No.
Yeah.
No man should really be that stupid. Like,
I know it happens. I know men do it. I know.
Yeah, it definitely happens. But I mean, look, all jokes aside, the messiness for me is what I can't tolerate.